Indianapolis is on NBCSN. Race coverage starts tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern with the future stars of the sport in the Xfinity Series. And then Sunday, 2:30 p.m., the Sprint Cup Series takes on the Brickyard. Jeff Gordon returns. Kyle Busch swept last year and is fast once again. Following Xfinity Series final practice, you've got the Sprint Cup Series back on track, and then, of course, NASCAR America. And Krista will host that. Get to all the news of the day, everything we've seen here on track, and maybe some things we've seen off track as well.
Dale and I are on that too.
Speaking about track.
Okay. He just gave it all to Krista. He didn't give us any love.
Who writes the show?
Krista.
Okay,
Krista.
Thank you.
I give it to her.
Marty?
Yeah, DJ, Kyle, Krista, everybody's on that show. We're on it once in a while too, Dave, right?
Yeah, good point.
Exactly right. So, hey, one of the fun things about the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is everybody says, well, all the corners look exactly the same, so it should handle around the track exactly like that. But Daniel Suarez saying he's having a really tough time with this racetrack, and it's not entry or exit necessarily. He said going into turn 1, he's a little too tight. Coming off of turn 4, he's way too loose. So, DJ, how does that happen? You would think if he's having problems, it would be on the entry of the corner in 1 and 3, or exit of the corner in 2 and 4, but he's saying the problem is turn 1 and turn 4 and different problems at each end.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where I know you've heard the term looks can be deceiving, and that's what this racetrack is. Just the entries that you take into the corners can be completely different because of the way that they look and where the groove has been manufactured there. And then the exit of the corner, especially the corners that really matter on exit, which are turns 2 and 4, because you actually drive into them and set it up a little bit differently, the exits are a little bit different there too, as far as what you want your car to do. And so trying to put these 4 together, we talk about the difficulty at a Pocono, where there's 3 distinct corners there. This is a lot the same way, and you're just not going to get your car to feel good. I always found that I need to figure out where I need the most speed. Where can I make my car the best to get the maximum speed? And then I'm just going to have to manhandle it at a couple of these places.
Challenge of the racetrack and also challenge of the conditions, KP.
Yeah, we have been talking heat all day long. I'm going to show you Ryan Reed. We're going to tie this together in a couple of different ways. You see 99.5 degrees when he gets in the car. He climbs into the car. We go out. We're going to go out and make a run. He goes out and makes his first run. It's 128.9 when he comes back in, and he's set here for a while. Okay, so it's gone up. Now he goes back out and runs again. We talk about the neck duct. We talk about the vent inside the car. Watch the temperature come down while he's out there running. It comes down to about 113. Look, 113's hot. I don't care where you're at or what you're doing. The reason I bring up Ryan Reed, and it's important that we show him, is that this is the Lilly Diabetes 250. High temperatures can affect blood sugar levels, and it increases the absorption of insulin. He is a diabetic. He has the EpiPen that he uses, that he has in his leg, or the spot on his leg. You see it right there under the steering wheel, where if he needs a shot, that's where they will administer it during a race. This is a special case. When we look at him especially, we can talk about heat for other drivers, but when we look at Ryan Reed specifically, this is an important thing that these guys have to monitor. He monitors every day of his life, but especially in this race car, this is something these guys will watch every lap.
Well, thanks to Lilly, he was told by doctors at first you wouldn't be able to race anymore because of your condition, but now he can if he monitors it well. Alex?
Well, Dave, let's take it a step further. Pardon the pun. Kyle Larson, his feet are actually burning down on the floorboard of his race car. The crew has gone to work here. They're just buttoning things up. They've added new vents off this right side window as they continue to install that. They've added 2 new hoses off of that vent to blow directly down onto Kyle Larson's feet. Also, they're talking about putting new heat shielding down on the floorboard itself. But Kyle Larson saying that the floorboard of the race car is burning his feet badly as he was making his last runs. He was trying to keep his heels off the floorboard. So while we saw the thermometer up on the seat at 129 degrees, down on the floorboard where the exhaust is coming up underneath, it's even hotter.
And if you follow Kevin Harvick or Matt DiBenedetto on social media following the Sonoma race, huge blisters on their feet.
Yeah, about 275 degrees those floorboards get, and he better get some heat shield on those shoes just to make sure he's got 2 days of racing.
Yeah. 6 minutes left in a very hot practice.